let's talk about Michael Corinthos and his battle for his kids inside that courtroom against Willow. Willow, who loves Drew. Drew, who bangs Willow's mother, Nina, also on the side. Meanwhile, Willow is still married to Michael. Michael, who is just trying to recover from third-degree burns, and he came back looking better than ever. So, look, this guy over here, I'm telling you, he deserved to know what was going on. Drew is a sick, filthy bastard, and let's never forget, he paid off that nurse. He paid off that nurse to not tell Michael that Willow had arrived from Port Charles to see, hey, what the hell's going on? Remember, Jason told her, go ahead, do that, please, because your kids matter most, and your kids, Michael's kids, well, Michael, the father, deserves to know what the fuck's going on. Meanwhile, Drew, this dirty politician bastard who's blackmailing these people and that people, he's a sick bastard. Remember, his whole relationship, which is very public, is with a woman who is married to a guy who was getting treatment for third-degree burns. What the? Meanwhile, he's bribing people in the middle and not to let them talk. He's getting listed as the guy who, if anything happens to Willow, the kids go to him. The kids have shares in their name because they're quartermains. And that's probably what he's after. Let's just be real about it. Let's not say that's not part of it, because Drew ultimately is just a sick bastard. Remember, he is the uncle of Michael. Okay? Because Michael's father is actually AJ, even though Sonny really raised Michael. You know, the fact is that biologically, literally, Drew is his uncle, because Drew and Jason and AJ are the three brothers. So that is literally his uncle, who is trying to make his nephew's kids call him daddy. This whole thing is sick, and Willow just found out in the courtroom that the whole thing she's been doing is real fucked up. Listen, I can relate. Literally, I can relate to this whole thing. This whole thing, the custody battle, I was getting the butterflies just watching. And I've been watching this show for a long time. This is just my entry point. It's a perfect entry point because really, this was a day where Thursday would be June 12th. I actually stood up and gave a standing ovation to the result of the court hearing, the custody hearing between Michael and Willow for Wiley and Amelia. And the judge ruled correctly that essentially it's very clear it is all because of Drew. Drew is a sick bastard who, remember this, if you saw that Willow was all crazy after the decision and, she lost her mind. Remember what would have happened if she had won. The way she was around Drew's thumb, wrapped around his pinky and his thumb and all that. It's crazy, outrageous, just absolutely disgusting and disgraceful with those guys. With those fuck. And remember how confident they were. Drew literally had just told her, you're definitely gonna win. This is crazy. You just, Sasha, they keep up bringing Sasha. And yeah, she had a baby. And that, look how dramatic that was. And it still didn't ultimately even come close to outweighing the facts of the matter. And that is that Willow, remember the timeline, she caused Michael to go away and have that relationship because she was banging Michael's uncle first. Shit, if someone's banging your uncle, at that point, it's all bets off, right? If you have fucking proof, not only proof, you saw it yourself, then all bets are off, okay? Right? That's what happened. The judge observed that. If I was able to observe that, even though Rick did the best he could to try to muddy the waters with that timeline, he really did. Give him credit. Rick is also a sick bastard, and he's very slick. That's Sonny's brother, after all. They got that, their intelligence maybe in their blood or something. And they're both like criminal lawyers, not just criminal lawyers, but criminal lawyers. So I'm telling you, Rick did the best he could, but even he knew that he was defending a disaster because he was there when Rick manipulated poor little Wiley. And he did that shit because he would do anything. And he was doing anything. And that was something that stuck. And you know what's sick? Willow never asked that boy what the hell he actually heard. She was just going along with what Drew said. And it's so interesting. I think the writers did a great job, and the actors and the actresses did a great job of portraying what the reality of the situation in many people's lives are. This is a situation that's taken place before, where you have this very personal win or lose mentality, and that you would do anything to win this war, even lie, go to great lengths. But the lies that they tell themselves, there's things they don't even know yet. But what they're telling themselves is that they're doing it for the kids. That's what Willow and Nina is doing, and they're lying to themselves. Look at Nina as the extreme. And you know where Willow gets it from. Because Willow is just with this guy, but Nina knows that while she's involved in an affair, she has also boned him, while Willow thinks that she's the only one that's with Drew. No, also her mother. That's the biggest secret right now. It's on the show. That's nuclear material. That's gonna drop and make Willow honestly go absolutely, berserk and bonkers and bamboozle, all of that. She's like the victim of a cult in a way. Like, Drew is a sick fuck. He's a sick fuck, but Willow is going along and following. So there is culpability because it's her responsibility to have a bullshit meter and radar. And that's also a sick situation, and she's not picking up on the fact that that's his uncle, and it's a fucked up situation for Michael and the kids, reputation-wise, and the judge, as an outsider, sees that shit because they had a unbiased hearing and trial, and the judge did the right thing and made the right decision. Now, I don't have the personal experience of having it go my way in that emphatic fashion, but I stood up and I applauded because of the right decision being made.